Hello, Nazia. Hello, Faria. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you remember your group name?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix. Brilliant. So you remember. Thanks for reminding because I forgot.
Not fair.
Now I won't. So, last time, do you remember where we left? Can anybody tell me where we left the last conversation?
Yeah, we were like talking about a state of mind, personality type, and
Personality type,
Yeah.
yes.
our state of mind.
And I asked you to do an exercise like read your state of you read your personality report. So have you guys read it? Have you guys like learned your good state or a very good state? Anybody
Yeah,
would like to share their good state?
So for the helper, a very good state is when they are giving and they are generous and they are expecting nothing in return. And it's just freely giving everything to the world and not bothering about anything coming back.
Unconditional.
Yes.
Helpers are
Unconditional.
unconditional, right? In their
Yeah.
very good and a good state, they are just giving unconditionally, nothing with the intent of just giving.
Yeah.
Great. And Faria, what about reformer? Good and very good state?
Reformers, good state, they are like more accepting others, their flaws, their point of view, and understanding that the other people's have their own views and their own habits and their own life instead of ruling them or criticizing them. And secondly, then they are like not very, looking for perfection in their work, letting things go the way it is, going by the flow, and being organized in their, day-to-day work, systematic, all this.
Okay. So can you give me any one example? So it's been a week since we met, right? So in that week, can you give me an example where you knew you were in your average state or in a good state? And there was an awareness which came to you that yes, I'm slipping into an average state, or yes, I am in a good state. Any example in this past week?
I can give an example.
Mhm.
So I have my parents stay in the same building, and I so we are obviously constantly helping each other and reaching out to each other if we need anything. And more often than not, in any technical or technology related, there is always some help required. So every time in the past week, a couple of times it so happened that there was some issue with the Wi-Fi and they needed to raise a complaint, and my dad's phone was not working and he needed me to come and fix it. And I felt that I go and do this for them, but I feel that from their side, it is just an expectation that I'll come and do it. But I need a little acknowledgement, and I realize that why am I needing this acknowledgement? It's a give and take. They are also doing a lot for me in terms of handling my kids, but that awareness came because I had read those states. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that really.
Absolutely. Well said, Nazia. Well said. So, how important is to know your state and your personality. It is whenever we are slipping into our average state or a below average state, there should be like an instant awareness that yes, this is happening because I am slipping into this, and how you go back to your good state. So, when once we are aware, right, it would be very easy to bounce back. Correct? Now, moving on. So now you know what your personality is. Now you know what states do we basically reside in. Now I want to connect a third angle to it, which is your life as a whole, right? So if I'm asking both of you that project yourself out and see your life as a whole, how do you see your life? Is it a good? Is it average? It's below average? Everything is okay. How do you see yourself? Just look at your life as a third person.
Not
I
good.
feel it's
Not good. Nazia,
it's average,
it's average.
not bad, not great either.
Okay, right. So we're talking about something as a whole right now. Okay, what if I section your life? Okay, and I then ask you to see your life at that sections. Then there would be a chance that it doesn't look an average or a sad. It might look different, right? Right? It might look
Okay.
good. That section might look good. Are you able to understand? If there's any clarity, just let me know.
Yes.
Okay. So now what we do
What?
is,
How are we going to look at it?
yeah, that's where I'm coming from. So imagine your life is a circle. Okay. Usually it is there, it is saying that life is a circle, right? It's a vicious cycle. It keeps on repeating, right? So imagine a life as a circle. And what I do is I section those lives into various areas. Okay.
Okay.
And this next activity is all about looking at your life at those sections and not as the wheel of as a whole as of now. Okay. So there is an activity on your hub called Wheel of Life. So what you see here basically is various aspects of your life. Okay. We can perceive our life through health. Okay. We can perceive our life through friends and family, fun, leisure, okay, wealth, relationships, learning and development, okay, possession, and career. These are 8 areas. Okay, that do you remember that circle which I was talking about? So I have broken those into 8 pieces, right? Like a large pizza, you know, that family pizza has 8 slices. No, just imagine like that. Now, what you have to do in this activity, you have to rate each of the areas of your life from 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, that means you're not happy at all. 10 being the maximum. Okay, that means I'm extremely happy in that area, right? Please avoid 5 and 6 because it's a safe zone. Don't enter into a safe zone. Okay. So once you've done this, then we'll talk about this further. Okay. So let's meet once you have finished this activity. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So complete it and then we'll talk.
Okay.
Yes. So have you completed the activity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I.
Okay. So you've got your results also. Now tell me, out of all those 8 aspects, so I'll ask a question to Faria first. Out of all those 8 aspects of life, what is your strongest? Where have you given the most rating?
Friends and family,
Mhm.
and learning and growth.
Learning and growth and
Yeah.
friends and family. Okay, brilliant. And which is the weakest, which you have given the lowest?
Health and career.
Health
Lowest.
and career. Okay. So why do you think health and career are the lowest?
Well, my health is not going well. I'm not taking good care of my health, and I've been like on medications for
Mhm.
past 6-7 months. And career, I'm a like homemaker. I don't even have any career. I'm not earning any, so I've just not even given one. I was thinking I should give 0, but I've given 1 to career.
Okay, so you mean you've given career as 1 and health as
2.
Okay. So you believe that these are the 2 areas of your life where you need to really work on,
Yeah.
right? Great. Now, see, have you ever wondered that why you giving yourself one or two in those two areas? Except that
Yeah.
okay, you have our medications and everything. Have you ever observed that whenever you think about these two aspects, you kind of slip down to your average state,
Yes.
right? And whenever you're with your friends and families, you're like in a good state, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Exactly. So this is the third element which I wanted to connect with you all. So do you see when you are there, the areas of life which you have rated like 8, say for example, you tend to be in a good state, right?
Yes.
But the areas where you feel you're struggling brings you down to an average state or probably a below average state, right?
Yes.
So these are the areas where we really need to hit on, where we need to work on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nazia, for you, very quickly, if you can tell me which areas are your strongest?
Same like Faria, friends and family. It's a high. The others are not like on the higher side, as in it's not an 8, 9, or 10, but probably like a 7, 6 or 7 kind. The two that are lowest are wealth and possession.
Wealth and possession, you're saying you need to work on more. Okay. Can you just tell me more about the friends and family, why you've rated at 8?
I have a great support system when it comes to family. Through the past few years, with all the trials that I've gone through, I think my friends have really stood by me, and every time I meet them, it's like I'm in this very good state, and they just understand me and they get me. So it's just amazing to be around people who really understand you.
And what makes you give yourself a low score in wealth and possession? And by the way, what is the score for your wealth and possession?
A possession is 1, wealth is 2.
Okay.
So while I have a good career and I'm earning and all of that, but I think I have not been able to save enough. Possessions, I'm assuming, is the materialistic possession. I don't own anything as such. But which is why I have rated it low.
So do you know, so as a coach, when I'm seeing you, when you were telling me about your friends and family, it was all about, yeah, this is that. I think your body language completely changed. Now, when you're telling me about your wealth and possession, you're like thinking and there's no flow. It looks like a thought were disconnected, you know? So it made me know that, yes, you slip into average state or a below average state probably when you're talking about these two topics, right? And when you were talking about your friends and family, you were instantly in your good state, like unconditional completely. So these are the areas where we need to identify what are our weak areas. See, when we look life as a full circle, we are not able to realize where is the pain point, right? But when we piece it down, we can see this is good. It just needs a slight improvement, but this area needs the complete focus, right? So that is why the whole idea of doing this wheel of life is, it will never be a perfect circle. It will never ever be a perfect circle, but we can try to make it balance as much as possible. So in order to roll the wheel of life, actually the life, you need to have a circle. But that doesn't mean it has to be a perfect circle. It should be in a circle which can still drive you. But if it is like pointing one end, it's not pointing, it will not it will not even roll. In order to achieve your dreams, you really need to focus on which area is bothering you and start working on this, right? So our whole idea moving forward will be to pick those areas, work on these areas, and see what change we can bring about working in those areas. Okay? Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So for next activity, for the next session when we are meeting, I want you guys to bring either a notebook or a A4 size paper. Cool?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay.
And you need to remember your good and very good state.
Okay.
So I'll see you next week. Until the time, learn your good state, very good state, review your wheel of life, and see how the states are actually affecting these areas of your life. Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
I'll see you.
See you.